Hi, how are you doing? Hopefully floating above the clouds, riding a good wave, not desperate, sick, or depraved. Well, the only thing I feel depraved of is depraved of love. People are only out for themselves in this world. And something as simple as asking someone else for a pencil sharpener can be seen by that person as you wanting to take advantage of them. They might say something like, "Oh, are you using me?" Whatever happened to just doing something nice for someone? If a homeless person is out there on the street and I have food in my backpack, I'll give them some, because no one deserves to be out there alone, starving half to death. You know what I mean? If I can share some of my food or drink with someone, I'll do so. If somebody needs some paint, I'll give them some. I've got lots. You want a blue? How about a yellow? Here you go, my brother. My really fair fellow. I don't quite understand what I'm supposed to do in this life. I always had a feeling like I'd never be able to fit the mold of society. Like I'd never be able to obtain the amount of wealth and success necessary to sustain a luxurious life in this world. And I suppose you don't have to. I suppose it's alright if you want to just get by and do your time, be out of step while others just get in line. However, that's a heavy burden to carry. It's a heavy burden to feel like you don't belong in this world. I always wanted someone to explain to me how the world works. I wanted a fundamental grasp of reality before leaving the education system. But the thing with that is, most parents and most members of the education system care not about the fundamentals of this reality. The only thing they care about is being indoctrinated. You know what I mean? Following the path that leads to that carrot which you could never quite grasp. It's such a shame to exist in a world where the rulers see us as nothing more than useless eaters, than sheep, than goyim. It's such a shame where the rulers of this world are sick and things that they do. That's all I could say. The things that they do. I would actually like this life if the rulers of this world didn't sexually abuse little kids. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's not think about that. Let's continue to chase that golden carrot that never finally arrives. Let's continue to work for these corrupt crooks. Let's continue to work amongst these situations where coworkers just gawk and laugh and have no empathy towards you, where the wages subtly increase, but the price and cost of living and food increases more and more in an even greater amount and quantity than the pay. This life, I don't know how to amount to anything of relevance in this life. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate it when on my videos, even though I don't get a lot of views, I'll still get a lot of likes. that makes me feel really good. And I don't really care about amounting to anything in this life, you know. But if I make some people's day a little bit better by saying the things that they think and feel but don't know how to articulate, well then so be it. I appreciate you, you know. And I was just thinking that I have quite a difficult time understanding the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. But it definitely is like that. You know what I mean? This life is definitely like that. It's as though everything was once righteous, but now everything's twisted, corrupt, and distorted from its original purpose, from its original state. It's almost as though we're carrying the weight of someone else's burden, paying the consequence of somebody else's error. At one point in time, everything was right in the kingdom of heaven. Excuse me. Then, as you know, there was that one high-ranking angel, Lucifer, who began to be jealous of God himself. And out of jealousy, he became cruel, corrupt, and wicked, and a word which I choose not to mention at the current moment, but that son of a what? That gas hole continues to try and deceive and deceive and deceive and deceive, just as he deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden. And these days, all the devil wants is control, because he can't have what God has, and so he wants to control as many people as he possibly can. He wants to have as many people in his grasp so he could take them away from the glory of God, which he could never rightfully have. And these days, all most women want to do is control. Control their man. Whether it be actually controlling them with their words, or just subtly manipulating them behind the scenes. Slowly withering away at their sense of self-worth as they reap all the benefit and punish them. It would take somebody who's rectified through baptism, or just a general believer, someone who's rectified by the Spirit of God, to have some kind of genuine love for one another in this life. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching half the video, or whatever. Or 1/6 of it. If you made it this far, I appreciate you even more. Have a good night. ET out.